What's up, YouTube? This is going to be two, let's call them informational videos in one. Little discussion on this car right here in front of me, and then a little quick talk on the truck in the background. Okay, what I'm about to be doing in this car is, as y'all know if you've watched my previous videos, it's primarily a 580 index car, 580 1/8 mile. And it runs that, I've got it set up, it's run 578, 79 every time, it's perfect. But I'm just not happy with the cam that's in this engine. I didn't buy the cam new, I bought it used. It was just a cheaper way of getting this thing together. And it's a gigantic nitrous cam for a small block, and I'm just not happy with how it performs on the motor, The car, I think, flat out runs. I think the best I've got so far is like a 6:42 1/8 mile time on the motor, and it's got a really tight converter. It's a 4,000 stall converter, but I'm just not happy with that. It makes it rely too much on the nitrous to make it run the 580. So that being said, we're in down season. 580 racing is over for a few months, so I called Tim at Bullet Cams because Mark Solon's the one who built that carburetor. He's like, man, Tim's the guy to talk to. So I called Tim, told him exactly what I'm doing with this car. Hey, look, it's a 580 car. I want to run as close as I can to 580 on the motor. That way I can rely more on, the motor to make the pass. And if I had to hit it with just a little bit, just run a little extra mile an hour, a little extra ET, that's fine. But if I want to get as close as I can to 580 on the motor, so I talked to Tim, told him, weigh the car, 421 small block, it's 14-1 compression, EA5 motor, and told him, hey, look, if we can get to run 580 on the motor, great, love it. If not, not a big deal, but I do want the cam to work with a little bit of nitrous, because I do like to have a little fun with this car sometimes, do a little grudge racing. So I talked to Tim. He got me set up this cam here. It's, I don't know if, let the camera, there you go. If y'all need to pause it and look at that, you can. Just know that's for this car. It's not going to work the same in your car if you, call them and say, hey, I want this cam grind, because this car weighs, 2650. My tire size, my converter, my gear rate, all that stuff plays a big factor. So, just had him cut a cam for this car. Hopefully it gets me a lot closer to, run 580 in the motor. I'll be happy. And then the truck. I know I brought my a little piece of paper. Oh, here it is. If you are doing, like I did, an LS swap, the light is blinding him, an LS swap, and you have this older truck like I do, what I found out is that GM power steering is a high pressure system. The Ford factory power steering is a low pressure, and that was causing my power steering to get pretty hot. So I installed a cooler. That still wasn't no trick. It was still just really heating up the fluid. I wasn't liking that. So found out about this little guy right here. This is just a part number. I'll show you the valve. It is a valve you put in line, and then it is adjustable. I'm hopefully y'all can see it. That little knob you see on top right here, it adjusts the spring, which adjusts, basically, it looks like crap right now. My hoses are everywhere. I'm going to fix all that. I just wanted to get in, make sure it worked, make sure I had it set up right. But basically what it does is your high pressure goes in, and it's got a channel where just push the high pressure through, and it also has a, right in the middle of it, it has like a needle valve that's the spring controls, and when it gets to a certain amount of pressure, that needle valve pushes up and allows the excess pressure to just go back through the return line of your power steering. So you'll have to hook it in, get your fittings to make it work. I just hard lined it on one side because this truck's really simple. It uses a 5/16 inverted flare. So it's really simple hookup on this one, but yours might be a little more complicated. Might have to get some fittings made or whatever. But so basically, I just installed it, loosened it all the way up on my adjustment, fired it up, and then just slowly started turning it until I had power steering assist again. That way I know that it's feeding the box to, lower pressure now, because the extra pressure is just blowing off the return line. And that seemed to solve the power steering getting really hot. So, that's just something to look into if you're going to be doing this type of swap on your vehicle. Do the homework, see if your power steering, if you have power steering, is a low or high pressure. That way you can either come up, figure out an idea. If they're both high pressure, great, it'll work just fine. If not, well, then you're going to have to do something like I did, or get a different pump made or something, because I know they offer different pumps. So, that's just my quick little video on this truck. If you have any other questions, just shoot me a message and I'll respond. I'll tell you what I do know. I don't know everything about it, so, I'll tell you what I do know, and if it helps you, great. If not, sorry. But that's my quick little video. Anyways, hope you have a great day.